Hi, welcome to Katie Creates. On today's episode, we're going to be drawing a mermaid, but we're going to do a bit of a different take on a mermaid. I was thinking about stuff related to summer, things you might see, and normally people think of beaches, sun, surfing, and then I thought of mermaids. And a mermaid essentially is just a person combined with a fish, right? And when I thought about this mermaid, I thought people draw mermaids as like, oh, they're just, humans underwater. But what if they were kind of creepy? And so that's what I'm going for today, a bit of that kind of creepy look, but also kind of like a cool fish. So my inspiration was to have have you ever seen like those cartoon shows where like a cat eats a fish and then spits out its skeleton? So I took that and turned it into the tail because I thought it would be a really cool concept, and it's just like you can see like the skeleton part and then it just goes back into normal. And I wanted this person to be more combined with a fish because oftentimes mermaids are just like, oh, just the upper half's human, the bottom half is a fish. I wanted the human half to be more combined with a fish. So I added some gills onto the arms because I thought it'd be like a cool look. And I was very inspired by a anglerfish. And if you don't know what that is the fish that has the little light bulb hanging over its head. It's very fascinating in my opinion. For her hair hangs down and it has a little light bulb hanging from it. And also anglerfish have these like dots on their spine, some of them do, and they light up, and so I use that for like the eyebrows and a bit of the neck. And also they are known to have some very sharp and crooked teeth, so I gave her some sharp teeth. And since we're talking about an animal, you know what that means. It's time for your fun fact of the day. Anglerfish live in the deepest, darkest part of the sea where there's no sunlight whatsoever. And believe it or not, the glow isn't from the fish, it's actually from a bacteria. The bacteria goes inside the fish, making a home for itself, and causes the bacteria to light up, making the fish glow. I did not know that. I thought they just glue because they could. I didn't know it was a bacteria. And for hunting, they don't really hunt. I mean, they do, but they just float there in the water still. Like, they don't move at all. They just wait until a fish gets close so that way they can just eat them. Yeah, they're quite interesting creatures, and there's a lot of interesting facts about them, and one I found out that was kind of very shocking to me and kind of creepy and disturbing, so I will not be sharing that. You can go search it up if you want, but I ain't telling you that. It's creepy. It creeps me out. So anglerfish are black, and so I wanted to make a black gradient into white to represent the body slowly turning into the skeleton. She has to have a bit of clothing. She has to be covered at least. And so I wanted to use stuff you would find in the ocean. So I had this idea of taking a barrel and making it like a top for her. And I think that's really cool because I haven't seen it done before. The most common thing I see is like seashells as a top, and I think that's pretty boring. I mean, there's just so much other stuff we could do. Like a barrel. I wanted to give her a crown because she's in the darkest, deepest parts of the ocean. She's gonna find some treasure. She found a crown. And then naturally I was like, she's gotta have a cape. But what could be used as a cape in the ocean? And I was like, there's seaweed. But that's just not gonna look how I want it. And then I thought, what if we just took a fishing net and made it her cape? And I loved it. The fishing net probably took the longest to make in this drawing, but I am in love with it, of how it looks. I think it was genius in my opinion. Also, I gotta say, it's very strange drawing a mermaid, like, to have the body just go into this, like, weird, thin kind of snake fish thing. I don't know, it's kind of weird, like, I mean, like, who came up with the idea of mermaids? It's, like, kind of weird. As a kid, I loved Ariel. I think she was my favorite princess, and I don't really know why she was, but she just was. And I think part of it had to do with her hair because it was such a bright red, and I hadn't seen like any other princesses with like bright colored hair, so I thought it was cool. But yeah, I remember I had like lots of toys of her and a plushie, and I liked her a lot. I just don't remember why I did. Maybe because it was like the ocean, she's like flying, you know, and she's finding all these cool different little things, and she's probably swimming with whales, you know, I love whales. Now for the background, she's already like pretty dark, so to add anything with color in the background would take away from the focus of her. So since this fish lives in the deepest part of the ocean, I thought we just put the ocean. Nothing else in the background, just the water and a bunch of bubbles. And originally I was going to make the bubbles have color inside them with light reflecting, but then I changed my mind and turned it into more of like a bluish green bubble, so it still had color, but it was more towards the theme of this artwork. This drawing was really fun to make. It was a fun concept to play with. Also, I would love to do a series where like I just turn a mermaid into a different fish each time. So like this time was obviously an anglerfish, but next time it could be like mixed with a shark, mixed with an octopus, mixed with a whale, mixed with a jellyfish. Just different kind of fish in the ocean. I think it would be fun and cool. Just make a little collection of them, and then if I want to make some trading cards, gotta collect them all, you know? Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!